And we're in. So let's head over to our commentators.
Oh,
Actually,
wow.
to change things up. It's going to be Maxman and John Allen to bring you underway.
Extreme! Oh boy, do we have a treat for you. It's the first of many TDMs, Max. We are getting straight on into it. Road to Glory. It's going to be trying to open up the bidding. In fact, finding that first frag.
Yeah, hyped my comeback casting here in some good old TDMs.
It's good to have you.
It's good to have me. Yeah, it's good to have me. Thank you very much. But yeah, of course, in TDM, my favorite map is Ruins every single day of the week because you have some elevation compared to your typical warehouse maps. And of course, corners are going to be still extremely strong because of that third-person perspective. But right now, off to a pretty decent start between the two teams, 3-4. We're going to have De Muerte. Still some really talented fraggers on that side, I'd say. John Tapok and Elementrix in particular. And talking about Elementrix, that's one looking potentially for the double.
Getting the lineup 7-3 now, and you're talking about how it was fairly even at the start, Max, but that story has changed. A little bit of an equalizer there, but Groza bites the stairs. Not ideal, but coming into this one, I was favoring De Muerte. We spoke about this. I'm not just saying that, but I was favoring De Muerte. We were talking before, and as you said, Elementrix Tapok, that duo, is going to have a lot of power. Already 5 on the cards for Elementrix, and he's not going to let up.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing a lot of the players of RTG rushing the middle side of the map, so they're being a little bit predictable. There you go, predictable. Elementrix, nice little shot right in the face of Kalaga. They're trying to enter onto the left side, which is normally where you try and get those long-range shots a little bit more, so right now it's a bit hard to push, which is why RTG are going to be losing most of their players. But RTG, actually, John, my team, I'm expecting to win this one with players like Groza and Kalaga in particular. I feel like they have the fragging power to pop off here.
And that's what TDM is all about, that fragging power, the prowess behind the trigger. And it looks like De Muerte currently standing tall, 14-8. Whoa. They are almost halfway there. Of course, it is first to 40 on the score on the top there. You can track that. Or whoever has the highest score at the end of 10 minutes. But at the pace we're going, we're going to be at that 40 mark fairly soon if De Muerte keep it up.
Yeah, this is not Warehouse. So Warehouse, typically, you have a lot more camping. This is not the case on this map. You have to push pretty much every single angle on this map if you want to get some control in the middle, which is where you're going to get most presence and most eliminations, potentially. As Aces, nice little shot onto Groza, some assistance from Elementrix along the side. And 18-10, we're starting to see a significant lead being created here, John, and De Muerte looking to potentially snatch this first game away.
Very even on the elimination points across the board for RTG, but you can see the disparity there. It's Elementrix and, in fact, Aces who are leading the charge here, 8 and 6 respectively. As Tapok moves forward, wants to cut down a few of his own, and the trees start to fall. 21 halfway point is met. Groza around the corner does put that 11th up on the board, but a 10-point difference. It's very unlikely that this is comebackable, as they say.
Corsair has just been loving this angle. He's been camping this the entire match, pretty much. I mean, he's been getting some great shots, punished a little bit there. You're going to have to heal up, my friend. Tapok is going to be trying to get engaged. He is pushing this one solo against 2 players of RTG, so a little bit spicy, a little bit risky. He's going to go for the engage. Needs 1 bullet, but Groza gets the better of him. Well, you're going to be keeping RTG in the back end. Rio not willing to push it.
Elementrix was on a flank there, but got handled down those corridors. Not ideal. Around the doors now, trying to stutter forwards. Kalaga, really the only one to face on this angle, and just gets overwhelmed. Doesn't go down, however, and gives ground to allow Rio to come in for the refrag. The healing can start to come through as well on a close-range position, but okay, you can't just step in front of bullets. That's kind of like rule number 1, Max.
Yeah, he had assistance from Rio too. I'm not sure it was not really necessary, but you know what? At least it's going to be a one-on-one trade, but the lead has been reduced slightly, but comebackable, I still don't think that's going to be the case here, John.
That is the word of the day. Is it comebackable or no? Groza met on the stairs, turned away. Not very welcoming hosts, De Muerte, but certainly still solid on that scorecard, 29. And they are 11 to go now.
RTG love just pushing together. Now they're dispatching, as I say it. Thank you very much. But Corsair is a player normally we don't usually see play for De Muerte. I believe he's been a sub in previous events. So far, not the most successful kind of showcase from Corsair. A little bit of a slow start. Ace is taking his fight, but unfortunately shut down right around those doors.
Normally we see Becca, I believe, who is not on the roster in this TDM, but still, Corsair, 4 eliminations, playing that backstop, playing high ground. That'd be useful. Not saying that Becca would do any better either. I mean, you've also got Elementrix fragging out his mind. Tapok starting to turn up that speed, but Aces is also performing at that high level, keeping them firmly in the lead. 32 points now. Corsair needs to hold off against 3. Will be good for 1. Tuck's back in. No backup just yet. And will get taken 1 for 1.
Makes sense to try and push this location. It is the best position in Ruins because you have the high ground position. Very easy to abuse with that third-person perspective. So makes sense that RTG pushed it as a 3-man squad. The spawns are going to be swapped, though. So Demuerte going to have to go for their very own push. Tapok, the one to initiate, gets one, but shut down instantly by Kalaga. And Rio will secure the other entrance, but Ace is pushing solo. Seems like Demuerto having a tough time pushing as a team, but they're still getting the elims in.
Kind of doesn't matter. They can trade 2 for 1 at this stage.
Yeah.
They only need 3 more points. They're facing off into 11, and it's just kind of insurmountable at this stage. 2 eliminations needed. Elementrix is close by. They do have the angle on his legs, but he's going to return fire, get that reload off, and 3 players from Demuerte roll on up the stairs, looking for the shots down. They are getting shot away, but will not be enough. 40-30 is that final scoreline, and that's the first 40 points put onto the EU total.
Yeah, I mean, you said it perfectly, John, at one point. We saw a lot of the times Demuerte doing 2 for 1 trades, and because of that, in a TDM game mode, it is going to be adding up slowly but surely over time.